Abia, nah, I can't even pronounce whatever. I'm guessing this is some Hebrew roots stuff. Go ahead.
Talking about Krishna and Yeshua, Yeshua said, all who came before me are liars and thieves, and so that explains everybody who came before him.
Well, not everybody. Like, I mean, not Moses, right?
Now he's talking about the negative entities, the
Yeah,
ones who claim to be Christ but are not.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So, what's your position? What are you arguing?
Oh no, I was just popping in because somebody's talking about Krishna, right? So if you want to talk about Krishna, right, that's Shiva. So all Krishna is another a representation of Shiva.
Okay.
And so Shiva's represented. They worship him with lingams, with an eight-sided like figure, like
Yes.
an idol, right? And then so if you look at the Temple Mount, right, and you'll see on top of there is just a lingam. It has 8 sides with the thing in the middle. It's just not extended up very high because it's a dome.
Yeah.
Right? And so, but it is a lingam. They worship Shiva because Shiva, Lucifer, and everybody else who isn't Yeshua, right? They're all on the same team.
Well, I agree with that principle, but I don't think that it sounds like if you're using the terminology Yeshua that you're into some Hebrew roots thing, which is silly.
So you're saying that Hebrew did not come before English?
Well, again, that would be the historicist fallacy. It doesn't really matter what came first in this regard because the word...
It does, because English came from Hebrew.
It wouldn't matter because the referent is what matters. So this is a word... It's a superstition to think that somehow, like, saying the word Yeshua makes you, like, better or more holy or something.
Oh, no, that wouldn't make you better or more holy unless you used it to get yourself saved, as only one name is salvation, right? Yahshua. Yah saves.
Uh-huh. So you think Jesus doesn't mean the same thing?
Well, Jesus is a transliteration, right? But if we go back...
Okay, but are you a Hebrew? Are you Hebrew?
Well, I guess I'm Jewish if you consider Jewish being born again.
Are you a Hebrew in terms of your
No,
ethnicity?
not necessarily Hebrew, no.
Right. So why are you trying to act like you're Hebrew?
Oh no, it's because my Messiah was.
Yeah, but the Messiah intended, if you read Isaiah, like, say, 49, 50, 51, the Messiah intended that message to go out to the Gentiles and intended that message to be translated into all of their languages.
First to the Jews, then to the Gentiles is the actual verse.
Which verse? I'm talking about Isaiah.
I'm talking about New Testament? I mean, we talk...
No, Isaiah's not in the New Testament. I'm talking about the book of Isaiah.
Oh,
which...
I know Isaiah's not in the New Testament.
I know.
That would be Isaiah 11 too, right? And then Isaiah 12 too? Yahweh.
No, I said Isaiah 48, 49, 50, which talks about the Gentile nations coming into the covenant. That happened in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th century. You know that, right?
Still today.
Okay, but what was the church doing in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th century?
You do realize that...
What was the church doing? Are you not going to answer the question? What was the church doing in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th century?
Probably trying to get something to eat.
All right. You're an idiot. This is what you get with Hebrew roots goobers. I was hoping they would call in. We've only got one of them finally after like an hour.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Started listening to you guys. I'm just getting a feel for it. I've never seen you before. But somebody mentioned religion, and what I heard his question was, how do we know Christian was the correct religion? Is that what he asked?
Well, he started with that, but then he was basically saying, I agree with all your positions. So I was moving on because I was looking for people who disagreed.
Okay. I feel I can't defend Judaism without destroying somebody else's faith in their religion. But my question would be, it's a rhetorical question, no need to answer it. But every person needs to think about it. Judaism was founded upon Hashem coming to the people as a nation, as a whole, and giving them a choice to follow him, and then.
Well, didn't it begin with like a family and then a tribe?
Yes, but out Mount Sinai, he gave the Ten Commandments.
I'm aware, but I'm saying that he appeared to Abraham, which is before Mount Sinai.
Yes, but my point is, it led up to that. But at Mount Sinai, Hashem revealed himself to a whole nation at once. What other religion can say that? Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I think as a Christian we would agree with that. But what are you a evangelical? Are you a Hebrew roots messianic believer or something?
No, I'm Jewish. I converted from Southern Baptist, U.S.
Okay.
And my point of contention is, Judaism was first. God does not change. He says he is never changing. So if he came to the Jewish people, why would he change for the New Testament?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, does God appear in the Old Testament as a Unitarian deity or as more than one?
It plainly states he is singular in his entity. He has multiple aspects, just like you have an angry side to you. You have a joyous.
So who appeared to Abraham?
Hashem.
So God has a form?
He can be in multiple spots at once.
So when the Psalms in Psalm 110, who's talking to who in that messianic psalm?
I'm not familiar with that.
So you converted out of the religion when you appear to not be familiar with the fact that even in the Old Testament there's multiplicity to Yahweh.
I don't have anything memorized. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you don't sound like you don't know anything about it.
So you can quote the Bible, any verse, any chapter, and tell exactly what it's talking about?
Is that an argument? I mean, I'm basically pointing out that in many places we have an angel of the Lord who's called Yahweh. Who's the angel of the Lord that appears?
Look, I just gave an opinion, and like I said, I cannot defend Judaism like 4 years down.
Okay, moving on.